In 1975, Austin-based jazz rock band 47 Times Its Own Weight released their singular album, Cumulo Nimbus, on small press Fable Records, and from it, the opening track, Weedhopper. And that was Weedhopper by 47 times its own weight from their 1975 release Cumulo Nimbus. And a very tranquil number, began with low synth G tone, sustain drone, with droplets of diamondy Fender Rhodes. Trumpet beckoned with subtle flowing notes amid a higher octave G synth drone. So kind of flanked by kind of a really low G and a mid G on the synth, that trumpet. And sliding to E and back. And very subtly, no like visceral shift or anything. Just like and at 141 this new structure suddenly took hold. Closed cadence that went like a G G dun 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 dun, dun like that. Almost kind of like a Motown kind of a progression or something. Atmosphere, but you would have to really be paying attention to the bass right there to have caught that. Overall, an atmospheric number reflective of the album title and cover, reminiscent of In a Silent Way and early Weather Report. The drumming, as the track advanced, became a bit more prominent in certain places. The soprano sax was wailing around quite a bit, like in the 4-minute to 5-minute range. Soft bass that was like effortlessly dropping root notes, leading the way. Glowy, watery roads, kind of like having kind of an effect reminiscent of sunset on a lake. Oh yeah, and chirping birds. Yeah, pretty much my impressions of Weedhopper. Yeah, let's hear the title track, Cumulo Nimbus. You know what a cumulo nimbus is? It's a cloud formation that resembles like an atomic mushroom, kind of like an ivy-like shaped cloud formation. And they've got it depicted on this very, well, not quite that, but they have one of those generic covers from the 70s that's just like clouds with some simple cheap fonts. Someone on Discogs tagged this as Space Age as one of the styles, as well as post-punk. Okay, that was the title track Cumulo Nimbus from the singular album by 47 Times Its Own Weight. Yes, the Austin area jazz rock band of the mid 70s. And this one was even more atmospheric and loose and, well, cloudy than the prior number, Weedhopper. It began so quiet and atmospheric, it was almost barely there. It was like lighter than air. And then at around 140, the soprano saxophone pierced in, some slow Fender Rhodes echoes, misty cymbals, and slow sax characterize the next minute and a half or so. evocative of something off the first Weather Report album. And it tightened into this funky figure after the 3-minute mark with wiggly soprano sax, starting bass line, this shuffling snare kick drum pattern, tight vibe like Fender Rhodes. And it went on, and then later on some long rhythmless climactic Fender soprano sustains took things out to the close amid some drum rolls. Yeah. Cumulo Nimbus. One of just a couple of albums to come out in the mid-70s on the Austin area Fable Records label. Yeah, it was the one album by this band and one album by the funk band Steam Heat. Yeah, both really good releases. And it looks like the label may have been restarted. Oh, and also the Star-Crossed album, another funk band that came out. Their album came out in '76. Yeah, three really good albums though from that label. And then there's some ties to a later band that emerged, Beto and the Fairlanes. Although I haven't really explored that one. That I think they're a bit more of a salsa act. You know, that may have had some tie-in to those aforementioned acts. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. The mid-70s, the peak of jazz rock everywhere, including Austin, Texas, where it's like you were getting like about 3 bands at least from even the smallest nations, and there's probably one in every single town, and they just keep on surfacing here in the 21st century, like through the internet. And, yeah, there may have only been. I don't know what was the original pressing of this album. So sometimes these records, it doesn't say. Yeah, it may have just been it may have been a real limited run. This album, for all I know, 50, 100 copies. No. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from the 47 Times Its Own Weight album, Cumulo Nimbus, see the directory of albums from 1975 linked in the description below. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the 2 tracks we just heard, the atmosphere, the beauty, the pastel, sonic, tonal color of it all. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled Trimax signing off.